The Beauty Season 1, Episode 4 Review. A Hot Mess I Can't Take My Eyes Off. By author Alexandria Ingham. The Beauty Season 1, Episode 4 continues 3 arcs that remain separate for now. Of course, we know those arcs are going to eventually combine, but for now, I like that it's separate, as there's only really one that I'm interested in. However, something much bigger is going on, as this episode brings more of the Stand vibe than the first 3. The Beauty Season 1 Episode 4 does contain the storylines a little more, especially the one involving the FBI. Cooper remains at the base, where we found him at the end of the 3rd episode as he looked down on all the people who had been in the room when the girl exploded. As you would expect, Ben Platz's Manny has been infected by the virus, but the entire part of this story just felt like the Stand. Before we even get to Manny, Cooper is questioning someone else who was there, trying to get to the bottom of where this virus even started. Who did the girl speak with? Who did she hook up with? As with any type of virus, contact tracing is important. There are certainly elements of the pandemic in this, with a lot of focus on contact tracing, but I feel like I am on that military base on the Stand. Those who are potentially infected are strapped down in their own bubbles, and people who haven't even done anything wrong are being held by the FBI and other authoritative figures. It's a scary world when you think of it, and there's so much more that this whole setup says about the real world today. However, there is that much focus on it, as the beauty takes a wild turn when Manny literally slips out of his restraints and goes on the run around the compound. He transforms into someone completely different, a beautiful man who blames Cooper for everything that has happened to him. The blame game is understandable, but the removal of the face and the jars of deformed people throughout one laboratory detracts from the Manny storyline. I feel for Cooper as he sees it all, as he's learning what we were learning, and it's wild. That's the only way to describe that. This was the point at which I found myself wanting to know more, though. I'm not bothered about the contact tracing and the FBI storyline, but I want to understand this whole compound more to figure out what the hell is going on. This is what makes the show so addictive, even though it's a hot mess. Just like during the first 3 episodes of the Beauty Season 1, I find myself more engaged whenever the assassin is on, and it's not just because Anthony Ramos is playing the character. There's so much backstory that we haven't had revealed yet, and he's fully taken Jeremy under his wing. It's clear that the assassin is living through Jeremy at this point, but he does still lose his snark and put-downs. I do have to question why he needs to watch Jeremy in the bed, but it wouldn't be a Ryan Murphy series without some absurd sex element to it. This whole storyline does speak to the world, though. There are so many out there who believe they are owed something, and when they don't get it, they play the blame game. They become awful people, wearing a mask that suggests they are the nice guy, when they should be looking inward. Not the assassin, though. He knows that he's not a good person, and he does seem to care. I guess that's the benefit of being a psychopath, though. There is enough time spent on the assassin during the episode, though, and I find myself wanting to know more. I also want to know what Byron will think when he learns that Jeremy has been brought into the fold. Speaking of Byron, he had a part in the episode, but it was memorable, and future episodes need to strike the right balance. Having 30 to 37 minutes per episode just is working, as it means some things aren't explained well. And I also think too much time was spent on the FBI element of the show this episode. The ending makes it clear that something is to come. Jordan has found her way back home, and now I am struggling to understand why this virus was widely discussed. Cooper has no idea who Jordan is when she turns up, which means the friends and family of everyone else who is infected by the virus wouldn't have known her. How did nobody go online to talk about this? Either something is adding up, or the assassin had a bigger role before the Beauty began. The Beauty airs on Wednesdays at 9/8 on FX and streams on Hulu. No account? Register here, forgot password, enjoyed this review? Help us out. Drop a comment or share it. It's free, painless, and helps keep independent TV coverage alive. While I find myself disinterested in the FBI side of things, I'm drawn to the assassin's story on the Beauty Season 1 Episode 4. Some of the best TV shows will make you wonder what you were watching. Ryan Murphy may have done it again with The Beauty. The Beauty trailer is completely unhinged, but why does it feel like American Horror Story and Nip Tuck had a baby? Let's discuss. Post it unpublished. January 28th, 2026, Alexandria Ingham is a freelance entertainment journalist with a passion for all things broadcast and anything Jensen Ackles and Eric Kripke. She loves to break down character decisions and analyze storylines, especially the complex, morally questionable ones. Categories, reviews, comments.